Bainbridge Island. Rich history and culture, natural beauty, local arts, wineries, hiking trails, all within a 35-minute ferry ride from Seattle. I had 4 hours to try and see the whole Bainbridge Island. I left at 12:25 and got there at 1:05. In the winter it gets dark at 5 p.m. in Seattle, so it gives me 4 hours before it gets dark. Biggest porta potty I've ever been in. It was quite cloudy. I checked the weather forecast and it showed it would only start raining around 4 p.m. But it was my off day, so I had to go whether it rains or not. So excited! I'll also add some screenshots of songs I've been listening to on this trip that really set the mood. Instead of going to the Bainbridge Island Museum of Art, I went to the Bainbridge Island Historical Museum, which was free. I made a list of all the places I wanted to see. My plan for this trip was to start at the museum, go north and stop at every destination I had in mind, going all around the island. It was a hard choice choosing between going north or south first. Time is of the essence. It's definitely a trade-off. Pia the Peacekeeper. There was not a lot of people here, and I think it was because it was drizzling and it was on a Wednesday, but it just makes it easier for me to take photos. Faye Bainbridge Park. You can see it was wet everywhere. It started pouring. I was so scared of getting my camera wet. I used my spare rain jacket to cover it when I took photos, which kind of worked. With the strong smell of the ocean, I was just standing in the rain, listening to the raindrops falling on my coat, gawking at the mysterious misty landscape with the raindrops coming down on my face. I didn't want to leave. I drove all the way to Bluedale Reserve, but you need a reservation, so I went to the next spot. Frog Rock. No parking, so be quick to take photos. On the road. Just sitting in my car for protection. I'm trying to work today with my camera. Kind of working with the rain. Manzanita, a beautiful private property. At the park. Didn't actually want to come here, but cool. It was getting dark quick, so I went to the next place I really wanted to see. Bainbridge Island Japanese American Exclusion Memorial. There's a short little trail going to this point with a very nice view. I saw one other person while I was here. and it closed in 30 minutes, so I'm glad I got there in time. It was such a rush to get here, but well worth it. Rockaway Beach Park. Here it started getting really dark. Ooh, squishy, squishy. It had a nice foggy background, city lights, and twilight-esque mysterious atmosphere. It was so beautiful. Halls Hill Lookout and Labyrinth. I was using my phone's flashlight to try and see something. Wish I could have seen this in daylight. Here it started raining too much, so I just gave up with my camera. Blakely Harbour Park. On maps this place looked amazing, so even though it's dark, I really wanted to see it. Yeah, my feet are super great. Look. Sad light. Dripping on my face. I was cold and wet, and it was too dark to see anything, so I had no choice but to go home. It was a different experience traveling in the rain. It made me realize I really need a camera rain cover, but I did appreciate the few moments where I can take a second, stop rushing, regardless of the conditions, fully taking in that moment without worrying about the time and what's next. Take it in and stay in it a little while longer. My lunchbox. I'm going home. See you. Almost there. In Seattle.